Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This is Math Monkey 721. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do complex radical limit problems. So right now we're looking at a radical with a fraction. You're probably thinking to yourself that you're going to drop out of calculus and become a rapper. I'm here to tell you get rid of your SoundCloud account because this is the easiest thing ever. What we're going to do is take what is called the conjugate and multiply it by the numerator and the denominator. So the conjugate is essentially taking this and then you're just making it like you see how this is negative, we're gonna make this a positive. So take this 1 plus 5x, and then you see this right here is a negative 1, we're gonna make it a positive 1 instead because I said so. And then we're gonna multiply the same thing by the bottom. So we're just gonna take 1 plus 5x plus 1. Okay. So now that we got that out the way, we're just gonna multiply it. So you see how these two radicals right here. A radical is basically finding the square root of a number. So if we square it, then it's just gonna cancel. It's basically like the opposite. So these two radicals is just gonna cancel each other out. So then we're left with 1 plus 5x, and then we have these two, multiply them together, and then we get negative 1. And then right here we have 1 plus 5x minus 1, and we see that these two are like terms. So we're just gonna like delete that, so they don't exist anymore. So 5x. Then on the bottom, we're gonna just, oh shoot, I'm stupid. I'm dividing this by x, my bad. So this on the bottom is gonna be the x, and then we just take multiply it, or we just leave it like that for now. Actually, it's gonna be easier. So we just rewrite it down here. X, the square root of 1 plus 5x plus 1. And we see that these two are also like terms. And then we just, cancel it out. Okay, I am missing. Just cancel it out like that. And then we're just going to write 5 over the square root of 1 plus 5x plus 1. So now, if we get our limit, which is x is approaching 0, we can plug in our limit now. And then we get like 5 times 0, which is 0. And then essentially we just get the square root of 1. So put 5 over the square root of 1 plus 1. Now the square root of 1 plus 1 is 2. And just bring the 5 over. And that is our answer. Yeah. And we're going to do another one. So the limit is going to be approaching 0 again. And the equation is x squared, the square root of x squared plus 4, and then minus 2. I don't know why I made it so long, but okay. Then we're going to put that below x. Again, we're just going to multiply by the conjugate, so x squared plus 4, and we put the square root, and then we're going to put plus 2 instead. Square root of x squared plus 4, and then plus 2. Okay, and we see that once again these radical signs, they cancel out, so we're just left with x squared plus 4. Multiply these together, and we get minus 4, so it's just x squared. And then just leave the bottom as is. X multiplied by square root of x squared plus 4. And then we put plus 2. And then, yeah, we actually can take out an x from here, so we just make it, I'm running out of space, x over the square root of x squared plus 4 plus 2. And then we can get our limit where x is approaching 0. So any number, when you divide it by it, it's actually 1, so I kind of probably should delete that, make that a 1 instead. And so when you divide a number by another number, it turns into 1. So x is approaching 0. And we plug in x, so x to the power of 2 is just, it's 0, because, and then we just have the square root of 4 plus 2, and the square root of 4 is 2 plus 2. So we have the square root of 4, which is 2, and then we have plus 2, and then we just put that over 1, and that's 1 over 4. And that is the answer. So when you see problems like this, basically you just want to get the conjugate, and no matter what the bottom is, we did like examples where the bottom, let's try another one actually. Because I don't want to just put x at the bottom. You gotta make it a little bit more difficult. Let's do the limit is approaching 1 this time, and we're getting the square root of x plus 3, and then we're going to put minus 2. We're going to put that over x minus 1. Okay, so now we take the conjugate, which is the square root of x plus 3 and then plus 2. Multiply the bottom by the same thing, x plus 3 and the square root and then plus 2. And the radical signs, since they're, we cancel them out, so it's just x plus 3. And then we have negative 2 multiplied by 2, which is equal to negative 4. And then if we simplify this, it's just going to be x minus 1 on the top. And then we can put x minus 1 over here, and then parentheses x plus 3 and then plus 2. And you already see what we're going to do here. These two are the same. Essentially, just cross that out, and then we put 1 over the square root of x plus 3 plus 2. And now, if we plug in our limit, which is x is approaching 1, we're just going to get 1 over, what is 1 plus 3? Get the calculator out, or not, because it's 4. And then you take the square root of 4, which is equal to 2, and you put plus 2, because you bring this over here, and then it equals 1 over 4, and that is our answer. So yeah, basically the whole concept is you try and, when you see these types of problems, you want to take the conjugate and multiply by the numerator and the denominator, and then you simplify it as much as possible, and then plug in your limit, and then yeah, that's when you get your answer. I hope you found this video enjoyable and understandable, and good luck on your next calculus quiz. Peace.